Hello, my nerds. How you guys doing? It's a little darker now. The sun's starting to go down a little bit, and I didn't want to have my curtains open all the way. That way people can't see me like doing this and thinking that I'm crazy. So yeah, it's a little darker in here. Hold on. Let me turn on the light. See if maybe that works a little bit. Where are the buttons? Yeah, that's a little better. But yeah, there's gonna be a lot of glare on my glasses. I can't really help that. I can't turn one thing off. Anyway, yeah, I've made a decision about Cold Fire and Shattered Glass, the final two books of the Circle Opens Quartet by Tamora Pierce, and I've decided I'm going to talk about them because here's kind of the thing. Here's the problem. They're not available on an ebook at the library on the library apps that I use. And I could purchase them, but unfortunately, with like how often I would read these books, it's just not financially responsible for me to do so. So I'm sorry to say. So, but I do remember a lot of what happens in these books, because like I said, it's not that these books are complicated. So it's very easy to talk about these books. It's very easy to remember really what happens in these books. So it's just a matter of me not being tongue-tied and trying to tell things in a cohesive way, which I don't always do, as you guys may have noticed. So anyway, so Cold Fire follows Daja Kisobu, and she and her teacher Frostpine are up north of Emelon, and they're in the Namorn Empire. I want to say that the city that they're in is Kugalis or something like that. It's a very big port city that sits on a lake. It's like a port lake kind of a thing, and it's the middle of winter, so it's very cold. The lake basically frozen, and Daja and Frostpine are staying with friends of his from university before he became a dedicate to the fire temple. And so Daja is working with a local smith on some side projects, and she's hanging out with the twin daughters of their hosts. The daughters' names are Niamara, I think her name is, and Jurality. I'm just going to call her Nia, and Jorah, just for simplicity's sake. And one night, Daja is in the kitchens, and Jorah is helping out in the kitchens. So very nice of her. And Daja notices some magic pouring from Jorah into the soup or the stew that she's stirring. And Daja comments on it, and the girl doesn't know what she's talking about, and says that that she was tested for magic, which is a common thing in this world. Apparently, they're not very good, because it seems like every single person, has magic that has no magic apparently does have magic. So, I think they overpay for these magic finders. And so, and because they're twins, if Jorah has magic, there is a very, very, very good chance that Nia has magic. They don't really know what it is, because it's not the same, because Nia is deathly afraid of being in the kitchen. And so Daja makes a device to find out and she looks at it, and in order for her to see what her magic is, and turns out Nia is a carpenter mage. So we have cook mage, carpenter mage. Now those are very common, especially in that area. There's multiple carpenter shops that have carpentry mages. There's multiple cook shops that have cook mages. So finding a teacher is not the problem. The problem, however, comes from meditation. All of these places are very loud. They don't really have quiet in order for meditation. So Daja still takes care of that for them. She grumbly does it because she has a lot of side projects she wants to do. But she still does her duty. And early in the book, she also meets a new character, Bennat, Bennat, I believe is how it's spelled. I'm just gonna call him Ben. And He is a wealthy. He's a local merchant, and but he's also the head fire brigade commander, basically, because the city that they're in is mostly built of wood. So obviously, that is kind of a huge problem. A lot of these buildings do have stone in them, but a lot of these buildings are also made of wood. So it's a big fire hazard. And so he trains people to fight fires, and he rushes into buildings that are on fire and he pulls people out. Basically, he's a firefighter, part-time. And so Daja strikes up a friendship with him, and even wants to surprise him with a gift. So that's kind of like the B story. The A story is that there's an unusual amount of fires going on, and some of these are looking very strange. So it is quickly determined that they have a firebug, basically a pyromaniac. So basically that's basically the A story. Well, that's really the A story, So Daja is working with local constables, trying to find this arsonist. I was trying to think of the word arsonist. So they're trying to find the arsonist. She's trying to train these girls. She's working on some side projects. So there's kind of a lot happening for her, but at the same time, it's also, once again, it's still not a story that is very complicated. Now, I will say that I do love this one. This one is a particular favorite of mine, and there's really not a whole, unlike the other two so far, there's not a whole lot of character growth for Daja, which kind of bums me out, because in the previous quartet, every book had growth with each of the characters, but with this new series, you had growth with Sandri, and you had growth with Briar, but with this one, you don't really have too much growth. So that's kind of disappointing to me. But like I said, it's still an amazing book. Other than that, I don't really have much of a problem with this book. Once again, I still kind of have a problem with the series. Once I'm done, when I talk about Shatterglass, I'll make a video about what's great about this quartet and what this quartet is kind of lacking. So that's really kind of it. So yeah, I think that's it for the day. Kind of a quick video compared to the others. Once again, it feels like it's really rambling, but I tried to be as concise as possible. It's really hard because I don't have anything to read off of. Like I said, I never fucking have a script. I don't script any of these. So yeah, still trying to figure out a good sign off. I was thinking maybe nerd out or something along those lines. You guys let me know. I'll probably just continue with the have a nice one kind of a thing. But let's see. Trying to think if there's anything else going on. I know that right now it's a hot button topic to talk about She-Hulk, and not really hot topic, but not really hot button, but a popular topic is to talk about She-Hulk or Rings of Power. But so many people are already talking about that. Honestly, it's my voice really isn't going to make any difference whatsoever. So yeah. So next time we'll talk about Shatterglass, and I think that'll be it for the day. You guys know what to do. And you all have a good one.